Double-digit lead for Illinois here in the early going. Bragging rights renewed after a couple years. And there's Lauren Hansen. Asia Blackwell looking. Has time. Lauren Hansen has all day to measure that one up and drains it. Her second of the ball game. Missouri trying to answer this back. 5 down to Hansen and the hoop and harm. Lauren Hansen having an excellent first quarter. It's for a 9th coming up.
Good pass over the top by Dembele as the hands were down.
Some of the mid-majors they've faced have had almost inexplicable losses, including to the 2 Southern schools in Illinois, and Blackwell opens the scoring there on a find from Lauren Hansen.
Your single digits and where you want to be at this point heading into the 4th quarter.
Hansen to answer. She does. She is deadly from beyond the arc.
Hansen looking for an option. She'll find Felia on the near side for 3 off the back of the rim. Wolverines recover another opportunity. Lauren Hansen, 3 for Michigan. Wolverines looking to start back out. Ball to Hansen. She'll cut in, tries to put it up. She gets it off the backboard. Michigan adds 2 to the scoreboard as time expires.
How about that from Lauren Hansen?
Receives the ball. I believe it was Felia tossing in as she's going down. Looking for options. Crockett almost set the pick. Hansen drains a 3.
How about that move from Lauren Hansen?
The Wolverines will take a look at some of the highlights of this game.
And we've talked about
Michigan trying to work fast, moving it down the court. Cameron Williams, easy bucket. Hansen to Williams. Some European touch right there. Hansen bounce pass inside to Taylor Wilson.
They're finding passes and they're crashing the offensive glass as well.
2 seconds left. Hansen puts it up and she beats the buzzer. 43-16. We are going to halftime.
3-pointer, having a couple assists too. So
it looks like Oakland has switched up their defense to a zone for the second half, and that does not matter. Lauren Hansen steps back. Hansen will now control the ball for the Wolverines.
Westbrook, the leader for Oakland, with 8 points as Oakland goes for the zone here. They leave the middle open though.
Michigan moving fast once again as they have all night. Hansen with the crossover, court to court. Wow. Hobbs could have finished that one. Lauren Hansen inside. Nice pass, nice finish there from Kyra Evans. Good give and go.
Back outside to Hobbs. Skip pass for Layla Felia. Puts it on the deck to the elbow. Back outside for Hansen. Extra pass, Hobbs. Wide open 3, splash. They try to go inside to Kennedy Miles, and the Wolverines surround her. They had the ball for a moment, but then it's kicked out to Hazlitt. Finally, from behind, Lauren Hansen eventually gets the steal. Cut off baseline, back out high to Hansen, fakes the 3, steps to the left elbow, and set for a jumper that's through. By Eastern Michigan. Whitney Solom's checked in for the Wolverines. They get a steal.
Hansen looking to push the other way. Go back to Williams down low, and that's good. Michigan being very vigilant about getting over screens as there's a turnover. Hansen the other way. Off the window and good in transition. Hobbs now, dribble drive. Kick out, corner 3 from Hansen. That is good. Rodriguez, tough shot in the lane, won't go. Offensive rebound. I went to Hallie Smith and she just lost the handle. Hansen, good kick out to Hobbs. Hobbs a triple. That one falls. Michigan not punished for the illegal contact. 0 for 4 is Williams from the line today. Hansen relocates to the corner. Her 3-pointer. It's good.
There is a lid on the basket for Illinois right now.
Lauren Hansen through traffic and gets to the other side and finishes.
How pretty was that? Lauren Hansen, my goodness.
And the rebound on the weak side for Alyssa Brett. Ahead for Camp Schrader. Skips it. Extra pass, open, Hansen. 3 straight from distance. Wolverines firing on all cylinders right now, Will.
When the ball moves, energy moves, Scott. And look at Michigan. They are fired up.
McKenzie got her hands on it, but it comes to Hansen. Again, for Illinois, that's a thing, as we'll touch on that in a moment, as transition lay-in for Elise Stuck. Just about any ball that's there up for the taking, she gets. That number, according to herhoopstats.com, he's got a left side three. That's knocked down by Lauren Hansen. Go back to non-conference play after this for both teams. I'll get you the schedules a little bit later on. It has nothing but net. Lauren Hansen right before the buzzer.
No, not really. It's just been that spread out of an offense for Michigan that everyone has had such a positive contribution.
Hansen dribbles in from the corner, gets the better shot, and has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Lauren Hansen. All right, fans, let's check back in with George Corey on the sideline for us.
Brett inbounds to Hansen. Lauren Hansen on the drive. Pull up in the lane from 8 is good. First points of the game to Michigan's grad transfer, right corner Edwards. Back for Jada Scott in the corner. Michigan traps her hard, and Hansen rips it away with a steal. Lauren Hansen, 7 to shoot. Comes Hansen to her left. Long 2 just inside the arc. Good. Well, Lauren Hansen really good off that high ball screen action. Back to Horho. She'll drive. Wraparound pass for Jaden Scott. Down low, knocked away. Loose ball, Hansen. She lost it for a moment. Right there to pick it up from behind is Hobbs.
I hate to start the count at 448, but I think it's interesting, right? We're keeping an eye on it.
And for her, that's not a lot. Hansen nails it.
She has 18 games.
Williams gets the rebound. She leads the team in that category this season.
Good change of pace by Hansen. What a nice take. Beautiful blow by the open floor.
Picks it up on the offensive end.
And Kim Barnes-Arico really challenged her today at shoot-around to play with IQ and continue to play with that measure of toughness that she brings to the top of the floor. This is a beautiful take right here.
Filia guarded by Rimdahl. Long 3, it goes in. Absolutely buried by Hansen. They're now 7 for 7. Correa into double figures.
Wow, that was nice. Sweet move.
Some eyebrows when Pow Pow left Oregon and chose South Carolina, but it certainly has been mutually beneficial. Hansen hits the 3. And Tharo bringing a whole different dimension to this team. Lauren Hansen.
Rebound, or loose ball, Michigan rather. Outlet ahead to Alyssa Brett. Down the lane, kick out Hansen. Open 3. Got it. Hansen shooting, starting to pick up after a slow start. She was great here in Ann Arbor on this Friday afternoon. Brett to Hobbs at the elbow. Over to Filia. Extra pass Hansen. Again, open for another 3. Got it again. In the right corner for Layla. Filia back to Jordan. Hansen's open. Another 3 on the way. Got it again. 3 straight triples for Hansen. Just past the halfway point of the first quarter. Here's Brett. Baseline pull-up. No. Rebound, Cam Williams. Out of a triple team. Filia, Hansen. Why not? That's 4 threes for Lauren Hansen in the first quarter. Rebound, Michigan. Jordan Hobbs. Out to Filia. Hansen for 5. Yahtzee! Here's Hansen with a steal. Loose ball Stuck. Stuck's going to take it herself. Left side.
Taylor loses it. A chance for Brett. And just misses.
We've seen coverages. We've seen help-to-helper. Full-on rotations on a string by both teams.
Hansen dialing up a 3, and it falls through. Turning on the Jets, facing a wall of Brett. 4 on the clock for Hansen, puts her head down, and the tough finish.
Just so unfortunate. But right here, we're taking a look at Hansen taking it to the cup with some resistance from Celeste Taylor, but it didn't matter. She took the bump for the attack.
Lauren Hansen says, I'll take that. No numbers, doesn't matter.
Reading defenses quickly catches a lot of people off guard. Ooh, Ooh, step back, hello.
Hansen a three. Like we had against Tennessee. That was a game they won in Florida early in the season against the top 25 Volunteers team. They have had that so far. Hansen a three. Had to have it. Hansen. Through contact. She's had a nice start to the game, Megan. 9 points.
So excited to, have the Big Ten be so dominant in college football this year. And excited for this Michigan to get to enjoy this.
Here's a steal. It leads to an easy 2 for Taylor Woodson, the freshman. You think it's a lot? I wouldn't think it's that many.
No, I don't think it's very many. Maybe somebody will tweet it at us.
Hansen hits the 3. That's her first one after missing the first 3 attempts from deep. Evans with a steal. Hansen on Braun. Oh my! Hansen. Threes will fall for Hansen. She leads the team in made threes. That's her second one today for the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
They just continue to spread the floor so well. It's been able to space out Michigan. They've had open opportunities.
The announcers will always say it, but what's the best time to shoot a 3? Off an offensive rebound, and you saw it right there.
Corner triple try for Kyra Evans is good. Taylor Williams checks into the game for the first time out of the break. The Western Michigan transfer. Hansen, she'll try a triple, and why not? And then later on, it was the defense. To Ophelia, tough shot, poked loose by Copeland. Shot clock under 10, Evans, mid-range jumper, that's good.
Ophelia guarded by Shelley, finds Taylor Williams. Let's see what she can do. She'll kick it out. Lauren Hansen for 3, pure. Hobbs to the elbow, feed over to Williams. Now it's Hansen in the left corner for 3. She knocks it down.
Yeah, and they're going to need her to do it, but she can go off at any point in time. Just a really good shooter, especially from three-point land.
Great crossover as she gets to the rim, draws a foul, and converts.
She's such a dynamic player, and she's one of the shorter players on a very tall team. And one of the advantages for her about being on such...
we couldn't... I had one of the rules that game was do not jump. Do not even think about jumping because we got no shot at that. Just stay on the ground and box out. 32 in a row, went undefeated, and won the national championship the next year.
Yeah, remarkable.
So we were playing a great, fabulous team from Texas. It just was our day.
In the fourth quarter so far. Petticord got stuck and turns it over. The 6'3" guard, Jordan Hobbs, had the closeout. As Philia gets another one.
Floor. She had her heads up the whole time here. Petticord got stuck in a bad spot, and Hansen advances the ball to Philia, and she's just patient, realizes the lane is...
Petticord looking at Herder, and it was perfectly read by Lauren Hansen. The wily vet says you can't sneak that past me.
And Herder having the hot hand here, but this time Michigan, we said it, great defense in the Big Ten, and Hansen is a big read.
Here we are in crunch time on a day where she's in a groove. She shares for Hansen. It's a 3. What a time for Lauren Hansen.
They need it right there. Philia wants the balls in her hand to not only score, but to make those decisions that are best for her team, and she feeds it to Hansen, and that's a big.
For the Big Ten's best defense, struggling so far against Maryland, and wow! Eyes off the backboard to score for the Wolverines, and what a back to Hobbs from Michigan. Runs into a little bit of trouble. Layla Philia, a star of this program. Back out to Hobbs, to Woods. Hansen, excuse me, top of the key. 3 points for Michigan. For the second half on Big Ten Plus, some replays coming out.
Passes get tipped by Maryland. The zone's been working.
Brett finds Hansen at the wing. She'll march in, add 2 points to the Wolverines score. 2 of what we just saw. Michigan moves it back out to Brene Alexander. The 3 won't go.
That's a good shot for Maryland in transition. Brown Turner can be streaky and has been really good in this one from 3.
Hansen will pull and knocks it down. Big shot from Lauren Hansen. Tate knocked it away from Brett. Filia, spot up shooter, knocks it down. Layla Filia getting going. And Filia have been running things. Hansen gets downhill, puts up the shot, gets it to fall. Hansen got alone, and she'll knock that one down. Here comes Michigan, starting to claw their way back.
Hansen over to Williams, off to Filia. Filia tries the cut, back out to Hansen at the top, it's good. Michigan comes back with the ball. Jordan Hobbs, down low, back out to the wing. There's a three attempt. Lauren Hansen finds her second of the game. Hansen, moving quickly at the arc, steps in. There's the jumper, and she'll drain it. Crockett, out to Kyra Evans. Quick drop down low, and Lauren Hansen marches in and lays it up.
There's a little bit of the pressure from Penn State that they'll set up after makes. Lauren Hansen, the Missouri transfer, ties it up.
Come out hot in the second half, doing an excellent.
They force 20 turnovers a game. It is a vicious defense at times. Hansen got her second three.
The confidence, the shoulder square to the basket, the feet set. Lauren Hansen has got that New York toughness to her. You can't go under the screen on Hansen. She's shooting nearly. Impressed too. That's a higher level shot where you can't use the backboard at all.
Lob into Williams. They broke the press beautifully.
To break the press because they're moving the ball quickly, and that backside is wide open. Brigham comes up a little too far.
Jack Kaiser, Megan McEwen, glad to have you along with us from Pennsylvania. Lauren Hansen is here, and she is making threes.
To come out in the second quarter, or second half rather.
On the active Jordan Hobbs. Nebraska wanted to travel. Hansen instead says take that three, and the Wolverines are back in front. There from Natalie Potts, but mostly.
With Taylor Williams in, it's a bit of a different look for Michigan in the bit of a 1-2-2 press, but it's also two traditional bigs.
And the press works. Lauren Hansen, a clean runway for two. Now Lauren Hansen for three. Great feed from Jordan Hobbs. Thanks in large part to the work from Cameron Williams. Only 12 minutes so far tonight for the starting five. Evans, heck of a catch. Underhands to Hansen, and a big make for Michigan.
She's explosive and impactful in bursts. Petticord loses it along the screen. Hansen all the way for two. Cameron Williams, the go-to player, gets it right back, swings to Hansen, yes, for three. Lob to the rim for Cameron Williams, and then we're gonna go inside out. Lauren Hansen, a ready shooter. Nearly 18 points per game, 40% shooting, so a big miss today, but you wouldn't know it. Lauren Hansen drilling the three for the Wolverines.
Turnover by the Hawkeyes.
The key for Michigan, too, is trying to dictate pace by slowing the game down and not letting the crowd become a huge factor.
Oh, and by the way, she came into this game only 148 away from Pete Maravich.
Pistol Pete.
Yes.
Oof. I like Iowa's decision to go zone the last couple of possessions. They've slowed Michigan down. They're forcing them to grind it out in the half court, and it's clogged the interior so they can't get into the paint as easily.
Hansen hangs in the air on that one. Got up on that one. Hansen will jab, stop and pop.
Great recognition by Hansen.
Time winding down. The fans stand up.
Hansen off the dribble. How about that?
She's tough.
Missed from that same spot. Her team down just three. Was trying to tie it. Oh, Hansen, what a play. What a steal. What a behind-the-back move. Up to Brett in transition.
Right here, Lauren Hansen just makes an incredible defensive play. And she is a point guard. She's a scoring point guard, but she's a point guard. And you can see her eyes are up the entire possession, just waiting for a teammate.
Hansen, open corner three.
Pops it up for the mid-range. Now Michigan once again. 4 minutes without points, but Hansen has something to say about that. It's Michigan on the counter. Trying to add on to their 7-point run. Here's Hansen. Drains it.
Good kick. Corner, Hansen. Yeah, she's got that in the wheelhouse. Michigan 40, Northwestern 28. We'll step aside here on Big Ten Plus.
And I think that's the best compliment that you can get from a coach. Michigan staying hot, forces the turnover. It's Hansen on the other end. You betcha. Trying to build on it here. Here's Hansen. Money once again.
Does she miss? Like, is that possible for her?
Taylor Theory is about as blue collar as they come. There's nothing flashy about her game, but she's always in the right spot. She understands the personnel in the scouting report, and she's all over the floor.
Quick bucket by Hansen. Count that one for three. Hansen looking at the rim. You could tell she's going to put it up smooth as butter on that one.
Attacking the gaps, finding the open spots right now. Ohio State's been able to exploit Michigan's zone when they're getting to the open spots.
Oh! Did she do what I just think she did?
I love Lauren Hansen's passing ability. Watch this. I mean, oh my goodness. She almost sent that between Celeste Taylor's legs.
Again, Williams gets an early touch. Hansen, they've all been good and looking, but none has finished well for Hansen until that three. Most players aren't over the top to say, yes, I traveled.
Good call, you're right.
Hansen, finally it goes, just her second bucket of the day. Felia can shoot threes. Instead, give it to Hansen, the sharp shooter.
See, Lauren Hansen turned down a three and trusted her teammates that she'd get it back. Ball gets reversed, gonna skip to the opposite side of the floor, and Hansen drills.
Blocked by Evans on her first shot, and there's a car crash down in the paint on the other end. First bucket is good for Lauren Hansen, who started off the scoring for the Wolverines.
Lauren Hansen doing a great job running out in transition. It starts defensively, Michigan getting a stop, then Jordan Hobbs drawing not one but two Minnesota.
That's only the third made three-pointer of the season for Janae Sanders. Hansen's made a bunch of threes, including two already today.
Holloway had a great game last night against Rutgers. She cleaned up a lot of baskets underneath. She did a good job defensively as well, but Cam Williams is such a physical player.
Perimeter for Michigan. Hansen takes that perimeter and hits her first three-pointer.
Good things happen when your offense is no longer stagnant. Extra passes all around the perimeter. Hansen gets an open look from three. Moore McNeil's late on it, and boom. Defensively, they've made all the right reads. They've kept Indiana to one and done, and they spread the floor.
Oh, Lauren Hansen with 2 on the shot clock. They inbound, she catches and scores.
Lauren Hansen, 2 seconds on the clock. Talk about executing the ATO to perfection.
Hoosier team that led by 17 is now down by 10 again. Lauren Hansen on fire in this fourth quarter.
With all the swagger in the building. Hand in the face a little late by Scalia, so Hansen does have time to get it off. You might as well let that follow through hang there for good measure.
At Stanford, at Iowa, at Ohio State. That's the number 2, number 3, and number 4 team in the country. Hansen again!
Lauren Hansen with absolute daggers in the last 2 minutes.
Falter getting the assignment on Felia, coming off a career-high 30 points in their win over Indiana. She feeds Hansen, and she knocks down the three.
Speaking of paint touches, Iowa's having a very easy time getting the ball into the lane. Michigan has to find ways to clog it and prevent dribble penetration.
Hansen dials it up. The ball in Clark's hands.
Lauren Hansen is so tough. Even off of the miscue slightly, she turns that into an opportunity for herself. Layla Felia finally gets one to go.
Clark loses it. Hansen, the trailer, she's got it!
loves it. How about Lauren Hansen coming in, knocking down shots when it matters.